Okay, the next one is a dog. Clay whistle dog. So I'm going to try my whistle first. Ooh, nice tone. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And this time I'm going to make a doggy. Remember, I need for your drawings to be on your desk for you, for me, so I can see your idea. And I'm going to give it a collar on the bottom. So I'm just roll out a coil. Then I'm going to flatten it out. I'm not going to press too hard though because it'll stick to my table. I need to have my table covered in canvas or some sort of fabric for it not to stick, and your tables are not covered. Okay, does that look about right? So now I'm going to make it into a circle for the collar. Yep, that looks about right. Flatten my ends and score and slip those together. Score and slip, score and slip, score and slip, score and slip. And then score and slip some more. Put my slip-ons, put those together. Like that. Smooth that out together. Smooth that together. Then I'm going to double check and make sure that it's not interfering with the air out hole. It cannot touch around here. I'm going to very, very carefully around where my air comes out. I'm going to very carefully score around it. I don't want to add anything right next to it. So be careful. You don't want to change the circumference of that hole there. You don't want to press it in. You got to be careful with that. And as soon as I'm done with putting this on, I'm going to test my whistle again to make sure I didn't mess myself up. Now, if your whistle is not working, remember that you want to just change one little thing at a time. So first thing I'm going to do, if my whistle was working yesterday and it's not working today, the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my wooden stick and I'm going to clear the passageway to make sure that that's not the problem, because clay may have fallen in there. Okay, now I'm going to make sure that there's not too much clay in the center of this. I'm going to gently press it on and then gently smooth it out. I don't need to smooth a whole lot, just enough to make sure it's attached well. Okay, kind of press it down a little bit, make sure it's on there well. Try my whistle again. It works still. Now I'm going to attach the eyeballs, and I'm going to make a slightly bigger piece of clay for my pancake on the back of the eye, which will then become the eyelid. So I'm going to flatten my pancake. I'm going to take my fettling knife. This is your fettling knife. I'm going to cut it in half. Cut it in half. And then I'm going to score and slip where my eyes are going to go. Score it, slip it good. Da 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 da. Go forward, move ahead, try to detect it. It's not too late to slip it. Slip it good. Although if you wait till after you've applied something, then it is too late to slip it. Attach my eyeballs, because everyone is required to make eyeballs on their piece regardless of what it is, and you are required to make your eyeballs like this. Then I'm going to score behind the eyeball, and I'm going to put on some slip it good, da 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 da, and then I'm going to put on my eyelids. Now, whether you want the flat end next to the eyeball or the round end is your choice. And I would suggest that you try several different ways. Play with it, see which way looks the best, see which way you like it. The last one, I made the round side in the front. This time I'm going to make the flat side in the front. Show you the difference. Now, these eyelids are so expressive. If I put it in like this, he's going to look angry. If I put it out like that, he's going to look a little bit worried. And if I put it like that, he's going to look pretty normal. Normal, you say? That's relative. Normal? I want to be normal. I don't want to be normal. It's okay, Miss Love. Littlefinger, you're not normal. Oh, good. Alright, I'm fitting the flat end down. Now, if you want your animal to look totally crazy, you can make those eyeballs different sizes and make them look completely nutso. Okay. Then I'm going to put on my, smooth it out a little bit. I'm going to put in my irises, and if I put him up here, then he'll look like he's looking up at you. Okay, now let's give Spot some ears. Oh, let's give Spot some big, cute, adorable ears. So make 2 balls of clay the same size, so I have my ears the same size. And then I'm going to flatten it out, and I'm going to make it into a big teardrop shape. I'm going to make it round to one end. Kind of not exactly a teardrop because I want it to be a little bit flat there. Okay, no thinner than your pinky, no thinner than your thumb. That's the rule of thumb. This, look at a comparison here, this is about as thin as you can get. So make sure that you're not getting it too thin. I'm going to smash it and make a teardrop shape. There's a lot of things that look like a teardrop. You ever notice that? A lot of stuff looks like a teardrop. Now before I attach them, I'm going to compare them both. Do not call me to the table and say, Miss Littlefinger, I have one on and I can't get the other one the same size. You know what? That's your bad, little man, little girl. Shoot. You make them before you put them on. What does it say? You make them before you put them on, Miss Littlefinger. That's what I said. That's what I said. Yeah. Make sure that you make them before you put them on. Compare them before you put them on. Score it and slip it. And then attach my little ears. Okay, that is really cute. I'd love to leave it out like that, but I know it's going to break if I leave it out like that. So I'm going to bend it down a little bit. Really score and slip those on well. Smooth it out a little bit there, and then I'll bend it over a little bit. Aww, cute little puppy dog. Okay, now for your standard generic nose. Alright, a generic standard nose for mammals is a triangle. So I'm going to make a little triangle nose. Flatten a pancake and then squeeze 3 sides, flatten, squeeze, keep doing that until you get the way you want it. Alright, that looks about right to me. Now before I attach, I'm going to make sure that we're still working. And we are still working. So I'm going to score it. Cute little puppy dog. Oh, score back here. Score it. Slip it good. Yes, slip it good. Score it and slip it. And be careful when you're slipping that you don't smooth in the slip so much that you covered up all the score marks. What you're doing when you score and slip is pretty much this. You're making those clay particles open up when you score it so that when you put them together they merge and they become one like that. Alright, that little dog's nose is huge. That's right. Is it okay? Spot, do you mind if your nose is that big? I don't mind, Littlefinger, I'm okay with that. Alright. Okay, still works. Now, Spot on this design, Spot has ovals or circles all over him. And I would do that, first of all, I would draw them on with this tool and then try to carve them out a little bit with this tool. But start shallow so that if you make a mistake, you can just smooth it out. Okay, and you can decorate, you can do any kind of decoration designs that you want on there. Here's my doggy. Woof.